What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the one and only, the Fragrance Fraternity, where I've personally spent years trying, buying, testing new fragrances, talking to people about fragrances, watching fragrance content, making fragrance content. I've tried a bunch of stuff, guys. So today I'm going to compile 10 amazing designer fragrances that I believe to be some of the best out there, that you don't have to spend all that time going through all these scents. You can just pick one of these or try these 10, and you're going to find something that's going to work well for your life that you're going to love. I can almost guarantee that. So without too long of an intro, let's get started here. Got a new setup here today. Let me know what you think about it, if you like it, or if you want me to go back to the old setup. Side note. Anyway, let's go with Armani Code Parfum. You can see all the bottles I mentioned in order in the description, so if you can't really see the bottle here, don't worry, it's in the description. You can just go there. Armani Code Parfum, guys. If you want something a little bit elegant, a little bit classy, a little sophisticated, something that may make you feel a little wealthier than you really are, which is when I like to wear this, because I can at least smell like I'm rich, even though I'm not. So who doesn't love that, right? This is still the best one in the line and one of the best out there. Something you can wear to work, something that is got that just upscale type of feeling in a bottle. Really amazing how they're able to encapsulate that. It's freshened up with a little bit of iris. It does have some nice tonka bean, and it's got almost a bit of a suede type smell going on as well. So a really smooth, beautiful blend here. Great work from Armani. A nice magnetic cap here as well, and just an overall stunner. Something that people really enjoy. And if you're looking to get into something that has a bit of a refined edge to it, this is going to be a great choice to go with. Armani Code Parfum. All right. Next up, something a little bit more youthful, a little bit more fun, a little bit more playful, but something that is an absolute monster when it comes to just people enjoying the way this smells. This is 1 Million Lucky. And if you're not feeling lucky before you're wearing this, you're going to feel lucky after or during. So this is plum, this is hazelnut, this is a little bit on the sweeter side of things. This is a little bit more fun and casual and good for going out at night, good for just hanging out with friends, something when you don't want to be taken too seriously, when you just want to have some fun. This is a great fragrance to go with. The ladies love this stuff. It's almost a guarantee that if you're around some friendly people and they're able to smell you, they're going to tell you about it and they're going to let you know. It almost happens every time when I'm wearing this one. Amazing projection, pretty solid on the performance, not a monster, but I would get a good 5-6 hours out of this, which is really all you can ask for most times. But it does project really well. It's an eau de toilette, so it's going to bloom. It's going to surround your airspace, especially if you spray a lot. So 1 Million Lucky is just a stunner, guys. If you're looking for that kind of more playful, fun type of scent, this is an excellent choice. Next one up is one of the all-time greats. We're going to look back on this fragrance many years later and always reminisce about how popular it was and how good it probably still will be 10 to 20 years from now. This is Sauvage. This is the Eau de Parfum. You can really go with any concentration except the Elixir or the Eau Fort. I'd say stay away from those two. Those aren't really ones that I would recommend. But the EDT, EDP, or the Parfum, all excellent choices, and all kind of tie into the Sauvage DNA. The others kind of go a different direction. Peppery shower gel is really the best way you can describe this. If you want something fresh and clean, but still refined, still like smelling more on the expensive side of things, it's definitely going to have a more of an elevated smell than your typical blue shower gel freshie that you might think of. This is an amazing fragrance. They sell a lot of bottles for good reason. Don't let anybody tell you it's too popular to where you can't wear it. That's just something that the internet likes to throw around, but really, you're going to smell great. People are going to love this, and it sells a lot for a good reason, because it's really an amazing fragrance, guys, and a great daily driver if that's something that you're looking for. So Sauvage Eau de Parfum. All right, the next one up is going to be Boss Bottled Absolu, the best fragrance release from last year, and one of the best that I've ever come across, really, for going out at night. If you want something on the more vanilla and balsamic side, something a little bit interesting, something that's going to really smell unique and different to most designer fragrances out there. I was shocked at the kind of response that this one elicited. I thought that this one might be a little bit too complex for just like the everyday passerby when I was going out. I did spray pretty heavily, so people were definitely smelling me. It was one of those situations where I was smelling with almost every breath, so you almost know, okay, people can definitely smell me in those types of situations. There's no doubt about it. But I was getting compliments left and right, and I never wear a fragrance to get a compliment, but of course that never hurts, and that always sticks in your mind when someone who you don't know goes out of your way to tell you and give you a compliment and says something nice to you, which how often does that happen these days, you know? So Boss Bottled Absolu, guys, if you really just want one fragrance for going out, and you could just end this video with this. Just try this. You're probably going to love it. It is a fantastic scent. I give this fragrance a 10 out of 10. For going out at night, it is a 10 out of 10. All right, Boss Bottled Absolu. Incredible vanilla and kind of balsamic fragrance. All right, next one up we have is going to be more in the classic style of perfumery, the fougere kind of barbershop style. This is Tom Ford's Beau de Jour. Beautiful lavender. There's actually several types of lavender working in here, so you're going to get this beautiful, fresh, aromatic edge to this. Very smooth, very refined, very classy. It has that throwback style, but it doesn't smell too like old manish. It doesn't have all the spices of maybe fougères of times past that give it a little bit more of a mature smell. This smells like it is a modernized version of those kind of 80s powerhouse styles, which I really enjoy. You can get a lot of use out of this one. This is maybe a more kind of serious fragrance, something that works a little bit better dressed up, at least with maybe like a button down like I'm wearing, if not a full-on suit and tie. Something you could wear to a wedding, something that you could wear maybe as like a banker or something in the finance sector. That's kind of what comes to mind with the kind of guy that wears this. Maybe if you have an old soul, if you're one of those kind of people that enjoys, you know, things from the 80s or whatnot, and maybe you listen to classical music, you could be the type of person that rocks Beau de Jour. I absolutely love this one. It's my favorite fougères. I think everybody should have at least one fougere in your fragrance wardrobe, and this could definitely be the one for a lot of you out there. It is absolutely stunning. Don't really find anybody who enjoys fougères saying anything bad about this one, because it's undeniably good. Tom Ford's Beau de Jour. All right, next one up, we're going to have something that is going to be a little bit more extreme. Something that if you've been into this a little bit, you want something a little bit more challenging, a little bit more of a bold play, something that works better in formal situations. It's going to be Dior Homme Intense, guys. It gets compared to a lipstick or a makeup bag. You know, I don't really have that much experience with makeup bag smells per se, but that's what people say. Very powdery, a little bit sweet as well, and that iris is really what sticks out here. So a floral fragrance for men, just a stunner, guys. If you want something just on another level, this is something that you can go with. But you're gonna have some confidence to rock this, because this is not a typical masculine type smell. This is gonna be pretty different for most people out there. Not everyone's gonna like it, especially on the Western market. These type of powdery iris kind of lipsticky smells don't always do that well in sales here. But from just a fragrance perspective and a fragrance lover's perspective, this is a masterpiece. Dior Homme Intense is a stunner. Definitely should at least try it out and see what you think about it for yourself. Next one up is one of my all-time favorite fragrances, and you're going to see by the dent of this bottle. It's actually my second bottle of this. That's how much I wear and love this. This is Nuit, guys, from YSL. Kind of a staple for date night. Beautiful spicy cardamom. One of the best kind of oriental spicy fragrances for men out there. Just so intoxicating. Hard to put into words how good this is. I almost want to spray it every single night, and I'm not bragging, but you know, I have a lot of options when it comes to fragrance, but for whatever reason, my brain just always, when I'm getting ready at the end of the night to just chill out, I'm always at least considering wearing La Nuit Alone, because it is that good. Definitely want to get your nose on this one if you're looking for a date night fragrance. There are really very few that I would even put in a contest with this. This is on its own level when it comes to date night fragrances. La Nuit Alone, guys. Beautiful stuff. All right, next one is going to be a lesser known one. Shout out to Joel's Matrix. He actually put a bunch of us onto this one. A long-time viewer and supporter of the channel. I appreciate you for telling us about this one. This is Chopard's Cedar Malaki, guys. This is grapefruit meets leather in the most beautiful way. I wanted to include a little bit of something for everybody here. So if you want to look into a leather fragrance, which, guys, don't overlook leather. You know, when I was first getting into this, I was really kind of thinking to myself, when would I ever wear a leather fragrance? I'm not sure that I would ever really want to smell like leather. But as you dive deeper into this, I remember a specific moment where I actually smelled the leather fragrance coming off someone else just randomly without even expecting it. It really changed my mind as to how amazing a leather fragrance can be. It's funny, those experiences. Let me know if you guys ever had an experience of a particular note or a fragrance that you didn't really care for, and then you smelled it on someone else or just in passing, and then it kind of, you understood, oh wow, this is actually really amazing now that I've kind of experienced it in the wild per se. So let me know if you guys have had an experience like that. But getting back to this one, it's really that labdanum where that leathery smell is coming from. The star of the show here really is that grapefruit in the opening, and the way it blends with that labdanum is just so incredible. One of the best grapefruit openings I've ever smelled. It is a photorealistic citrus here, amazing quality for the price. And Chopard is a brand that is highly slept on, still a designer, but there will not be anybody in your vicinity wearing another Chopard fragrance. So you can really have your own signature scent and signature style to be known for, which is good. Good, classy bottle. Feels elegant, feels really premium, and amazing quality for the price that you pay. Lots of value here with Chopard's Cedar Malaki. All right, two more, guys. This is going to be Chanel's Allure Homme Edition Blanche, the best lemon fragrance. So if you want something very zingy, very kind of lemon forward, I guess, you could go with this one. It kind of has this lemon pie vibe, but it also combines it with a woody and citrus aspect to it. So it does have freshness. It does, you know, it's still technically a sport, quote unquote, flanker. But that lemon pie type of smell is really what sets this one onto another level. So if you are interested at all in a lemon fragrance, or you want to, you know, have that kind of zingy edge that a lemon can provide, this is definitely one to look into. People love this. This is very professional, but also can be very casual at the same time. So, and it's got that Chanel quality, that Chanel name, so you can feel good about yourself wearing this, and it's probably going to uplift your mood and put you in good spirits. At least it does for me when I wear it. Love this stuff, guys. Allure Homme Edition Blanche. A lot of people give this one high praise for good reason. All right, last one on the list is going to be one of my all-time favorite night out fragrances. It has been for many years. It's kind of one of the first bottles I really purchased as I was getting into this a couple years ago. Paid full retail, and I'm absolutely happy I did. I think it was worth every cent. There's 125 ml of Le Male Le Parfum. It's gotten quite popular these days, but again, don't let the popularity thing throw you. If something's popular, that probably means people really like it. So this one, you're going to get cardamom again with that kind of spice that we talked about with La Nuit de l'Homme. However, you're going to get a little bit of vanilla here working in as well. You're going to get some of that iris freshness, similar to the way the Armani Code Parfum freshens up this particular scent profile. Same thing going on here with the Le Male. This is the best Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance, the best Le Male flanker in my opinion, and just an absolute stunner. You have to be okay with the powdery kind of aspect of it. It is a little bit on the powdery side, but if that doesn't bother you, and you want a night out fragrance that has great performance, that is just incredible composition, really. Very smooth blend and just a stunner. Just a stunner. That's all. That's the only word that you can use to describe this, is just stunning. So Le Male Le Parfum, guys. Don't let the bulge fool you. This is fantastic. Love this stuff. I'm going to give it a spray on my wrist just to show you how much I like this. It's incredible. It will always be incredible. Got to have another bottle soon. 125 ml, almost gone. So what does that tell you? All right, folks, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed today's list. Let me know a designer fragrance that you think is just one of the absolute best on the market. And let me know what you think about my picks, and if you would change anything, swap anything out, what you think about them. Always love to hear your thoughts. Keep smelling great out there. Keep being positive members of your community. Hopefully a fragrance, wearing a nice fragrance, can help you, get in that mindset and that positive mindset, which is what it's really all about at the end of the day. So have a great day, guys. I appreciate your time. Go ahead, like and subscribe if you have not yet, and I will catch you next time at the only fraternity in the whole universe that talks about fragrance, the fragrance fraternity, guys. All right, see you next one. Peace.